Raro here, pa.
We are no pay.
Here. Are.
BGC in Dinami Bizaza.
BGC. One expect it. Say no man can't Chelsea, but I told you says the Chelsea in TV Chelsea season, goes up in flames. I told you.
She got them. Okay.
Say no crana.
Me the minimum.
Who I saw who the old team that Diego Senka team Bejigo who experience.
Kofi Mamen Kasam Chow.
Manchester
United, who don't know.
And I see us here be done.
With ye. Yeah, then I back. Someone let me do for the group now. One go be an auto. On over coding carton into we are the Akanim direct to you. Yes, I have way. Oh, down through Manchester United. Oh, and copy. When I must say, oh, Chelsea at the point comes so, yeah, the Encassi about the league, name him say no, I don't know about the Afedi.
Nothing no crana. Chelsea that's a veggie league need that. But nobody any on veggie.
Okay.
See, I'm funny, sir.
But also, oh
yeah, me fine.
And a power you see machine at check.
And I'm checking, because I'm going to make cheer me. And
I'm pay the own team check.
And I'll pay. Oh, me okay.
Okay.
No, a normal match. I'm match, no, not.
You say, oh, as I ordered that. Tu vas sur un pesto na.
Tu sorry bana oyo masho.
Yeah, we are doing
Na de
such a wonderful analyst. I used so many years to build enviable reputation for yourself. They say Yanumunti.
Na
what's so your image?
That fourth, what that say?
Asama me can want Jana.
Yeah,
to a Ogan Flo. So Manchester United. So then I back off here.
So you will know him.
Oh no, it's coffee. They say, oh, no, Bontia. Oh, they were first. They are not boys see who are. It's one ye. Oh, you know, as I TV.
Me put another box.
Coffee Maresca. Young can continue. Young go.
Me boss is another good.
Hey. Also, think back now you have figured out me my own going. No, in Premier League. County one will be right.
I didn't see that. Tamana Guardiola Brennan, I'm more canny injuries, but Chelsea yesterday will have issues now. As a moody common assistant. Oh, but Chelsea to was mainly common years. Oh, Time Bena was still for a prize. Chelsea key players and Moby this season. For almost 5 weeks or so, credit. Oko Chelsea in Fiifi Manfred. You kind of have several times say there is no way I'll be building a midfield without physicality. I'll be just Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo. Our Premier League, you will get consistent success. So that is why Romeo Lavia has been very important. There have been certain times in the season that resumes his way pray for him. But for me, Wesley Fofana is a very, very important player to Chelsea team. Make I say during the January transfer window, make I say Trevor Chalobah and solve Chelsea problem. And you see, you made an argument that Chelsea and Coco for Trevor Chalobah now or Crystal Palace or call Crystal. Let me say it's different. Over Chelsea, you play on the front foot.
Because South America, sir, because of say someone goes in on year ready to oversign talk. A defender. That's okay. Say only ready so to defender. Now players need to be proud. At least what Trevor Chalobah and bring him back.
Exactly, Mr. Maker said there was another side of the argument. And only I say Trevor Chalobah in terms of quality, he doesn't raise Chelsea's ceiling. Only player bias or but team new or Babes some because rich. If you look at yesterday's goal, I say na. And I want Jeff to give us the highlights. Rich, who press it man for man? The space is in behind. And two teams need to press man for man. Fabian Hezela presses man for man. Enzo Maresca presses man for man. Chelsea press it. The ball goes to goalkeeper Vertbregen. And a ball, long ball. First touch from Kiro Mitoma. Look at that. First touch, Kiro Mitoma. Mitoma taking first touch now. It moves away from Abranche friend Chevo Chaloba. Rich, at that point in time, if you don't have a dominant center backer, you don't deal with that.
I'm saying no pay 1 million to straight.
And
the fair analysis no.
The way at Chelsea airborne the ball now, without a dominant center back, you can play on the front foot, but when you are asked to defend in transition, open your problems. Mr. So Abega saying at Chelsea, I say Chelsea na Messi. Me yema juma so me muna na me juma. Person me ya mami kona ya analysis.
Me ti hey.
Mami kona ya analysis.
Me ma feedback.
And I make a Chelsea.
As I mean me rap ye tiefo ni afo.
Me obi betime be trade di atem we nim on kan. I didn't any a on kan.
And dey say atem di it me can radio so. Because benefit ti. And I'm say me ti hey. Me serve the interest of your viewers. And your listeners.
Me serve my interest.
And Matthias ye ba me person say. Omu de asam na efam so say men kan chew say na wo ba wo mu na dodo. Ti wanim ya analysis. Kasa ye. Kasa say. Ah, kasa sa be ma. Mike bo no ntimi kasa de. Talk. Kasa ti say wo be ma mu.
Asama me karo. Dey na maka wonti. Obi aka so wonti ara.
Ti say kofi ne kra ni say. Na so kasa na
wo.
What
time am dey adwuma. Me ga you to see the kra say.
Mate, yo.
Adwuma me jama o. Me jaso.
Who make sure you walk.
We jam me. Who that 13 be show you that one.
Me is me to dey na me.
Now that 13 be drop.
Yeah, congregation Ukraine news.
Is
Manchester United.
Okay, Mate.
Ne dey na nzida.
O de ma me come out.
Mo na mo say atapon bajili.
Oh, ba me nyama dwuma.
Meet you.
Aye. Against for them, we are against for.
Okay.
If you see person what you see,
Mate.
It is not make the importance of a dominant centre back. Say, Rich. Say, almost Chelsea front-footed football of Enzo Maresca 4-3-3 now ball 4-2-3-1. Now, pre ball the baby. Now, ball ko ka obinsa na obo long si wechi, and you don't have anybody to deal with the turnovers. You're in trouble. Share statistics. For the very first time since September 2021, Chelsea in Manchester City boy, one boy single shot on target and Ranajo. Chelsea in Brighton ball game, no shot on target. 70% of ball possession from Chelsea, 30% from Brighton. But you see, the Biameka says statistics now, and you don't just mention the statistics and go away. You use it in the context of what happened. So what does this statistics mean? It means that baby at Chelsea, any ball be boy, not any dangerous. Or more the area move on cry, now back to for the Jana Prepre. Yesterday, Enzo Maresca could have gone into the game with 2 different game plans. Rich. Or against Brighton team, and Brighton team, Enzo but to say or no in a 4-2-3-1. When you look at the Brighton team, they played Verbruggen in post, 2 centre backs. Of course, Tariq Lamptey, I already say. Then in the middle of the pack, they had Jorginho Rutter in there. Up top, Kiro Mitoma, and Danny Welbeck. Then on the white areas, Omoba Bentia, what's name? Yakuba Mente, to keep the weight. Rich, when you are looking at the highlights, and I would want Jeff at the highlights, never tone chain like that, so that you see exactly what I'm saying. Say, Omunya Bon, no, so say Chelsea, ebe dangerous. No more pushing Yakuba Mente. No, I catch your next year, now 5. Into Chelsea, the ball they call Pedro Neto, Noni Madueke, Jadon Sancho. That's why yesterday I told you that Jadon Sancho will not start. Because in terms of threats and directness, Jadon Sancho mount side and amount ball retention, it's different. Over against a very compact low blocker, Ompia. Then you use Jadon Sancho in that regard. But in a game like that, he wasn't needed. And Enuti and Noni Madueke was the one that was giving Chelsea threats, when they were going there. In the first few minutes, Chelsea played well. Once I saw say Brighton Fono and Fabian Hazel are sitting off Chelsea, it means that the +1 was going to be on the goalkeeper. Chelsea had to defend on the front foot. 2 centre backs now, which they be a boy with them Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes shooting. So one of them the dog and cat principle of centre backs. And say Bakuya aggressive, no Bakuya sweeper. Aggressive ni na Juan says say Bobby say Obama Kiro Mitoma no or control the first touch. You don't allow him go on. You shrug him. You were taking off balance. But it was an easy goal for Brighton and Wolverhampton. Again, goalkeeper Freddie Philip Jorgensen also. Yeah, a lot of issues in the which don't hold the main manager time mention. Philip Jorgensen in the post, I don't think he did enough. And now the next question that came from there was how Enzo Fernandez ever manage game, no? Physicality, Chelsea were losing a lot of duels over there. Physicality duels, and Chelsea were not able to do their job physically in terms of duels over FIFA. And that's what I'm saying. It's a players be to say Romeo Laviamo a huge message to Chelsea Football Club. You say Obi Eka say was spending 1 billion. Now say still all questions about players and what team any players and a very justifiable claim.
Yeah.
Very, very justifiable claim because the Chelsea team, after all the spending, there isn't a striker after Nicolas Jackson and McGill. After all the spending, so we Robert Sanchez or your number one goalkeeper, and free man, you say, oh, only the short stop in your team make claiming crosses. But what about the man they say, oh ma, now so making mistakes. Now second goalkeeper Philip Jorgensen, so now the short stop in ya. Then there's a question.
Sure.
Georgi Petrovic away at Strasbourg. So for me, the problem is not with the coach.
Okay.
I think that Enzo Maresca can still rally the team, get Champions League qualification. On your Champions League qualification, then it comes down to summer. This summer has to be very, very crucial for Chelsea in terms of squad building, everything that's good. You could tell that there were a lot of things that were worrying there with Chelsea.
Okay.
Not even Madueke Pryor, you could tell the team in his spine, no leadership. Madueke Pryor, then everything went downhill. It's 2-0, but then there is more to discuss over there. Maresca Nangasa Kasesins or Bayern, we're in the worst game. Our boys, no, our Chelsea Football Club. It's you hope that obetimi any results El Honum. Of course, there is no match. And the match is be El Honum, Madrid war and then against Osasuna. Here, the Spanish La Liga is red hot interested. Inti Chelsea ni na se Oshe Spanish La Liga na kakra. Oshe English Premier League na se stress kakra. You know that the focus should go on the Spanish La Liga. And I don't see how Madrid, after the win against Man City, Ebenya a loss against Osasuna in it. I think that Madrid are going before Madrid went to play Man City. The highlight was on Madrid defense, no, and how they were struggling. And we kept on saying that Madrid has struggled to get results because of defenders prepare, and it can be worrying in the long term. How are Madrid going to get results in the long term? Almost against Man City, almost a huge confidence boost. And I don't think the teams beat Osasuna will make it hard for them. The Spanish La Liga is very close, and Atletico demanded so. It's Barcelona who will play tomorrow. So you look at the match and you look at it in the context of how can you go wrong for Real Madrid? And I think that so take Carlo Ancelotti, for them, this is where the season really begins for them. And after all the injuries, all the setbacks, Madrid and almost show character, and they stayed in the conversation. And then top of the Spanish La Liga, yes, albeit 2 points between Omo and Barcelona, and just 1 point off from Atletico de Madrid. No, still they are in to win it. And I think that Madrid against Osasuna have what it takes to get a job done. Yesterday we spoke about Vinicius Junior and contracts there. As the time goes on, no, you better him come up properly over there in terms of who gets it or who doesn't get it over there. After Barca for your contract extensions for the La Masia boys, no, they are planning to do some more contract extensions. Jules Koundé, Rafinha, and Abrantia Lamine Yamal. Also, there is that of Abrantia, your friend Frankie de Jong. Do you think the Barca for Indiana Frankie de Jong and Kwana? Because in Fiifi, the Barca have tried to let Frankie de Jong go for a while now. Okay, time Eric Ten Hag all settled in a Manchester United. One of the players he wanted was Abrantia Frankie de Jong because he had worked with him at Ajax Amsterdam before. Now, Frankie decided not to go, stayed in there. There was a point that Frankie ever be prior. Now, in the pecking order of Barca for Fiifi, Casado, Gavi, Pedri are there. Of course, they're similar in terms of profile. Only a branch friend Casado. The amount of branch friend Mark Bernal was even ahead of Casado before Bernal got injured. So the season starts again. Not say Bernal you fit nobody Fiifi. It means that two La Masia boys can get a job done.
So everything depends on Frankie de Jong.
Also for Barcelona.
No, one away player. And our few says, our team now can say, oh, see, the first level, no, especially who position.
Yeah.
And then like you obey starter. Someone else will take good decision.
No, but the thing is that yes, how can I say? But say or no taking decision as a club, they say we want to keep you, and they would want they can keep you.
But sometimes you know, the club never so keep you. Now so feel so unya the playing timer. You can also tell them, look, me so me person bobo ni bi. But they said the ye, shall Felix the ye. Charles say, look, you better stay now, bo. Some me so me buy me playing time.
That is okay. But Barca were going to give Frankie de Jong a contract extension before so prior, and that's the context of the conversation.
Okay.
As it stands now, Barca and new contract in Concoma Frankie de Jong. And I'm beginning to think that for the Barca hierarchy, even now, Eric Garcia is more on the upside in Barca, and they are thinking of keeping him there. I think that was one of the best decisions Xavi made at Barcelona. Making sure that Barca will bring in Eric Garcia and then keep him because technically he's a good player. Yeah. He can play a centre back, can play in the middle. Just like player B to say Christensen. I won't be sure if the season ends and Barca lets Christensen go. And giving her Barca for Christensen in terms of so about for free. No? So everything is going to be pure profit to Team FN FC Barcelona.
Okay.
And our better friend Frankie de Jong is really, really important to them. Of course, Rafinha, nobody really thought that Rafinha will drew this level. In terms of the quality of playing, in position of games, the goal contribution.
Around Tanaka, as you speak, only suitors we are.
Wanna?
Hey, Frankie de Jong.
Oh, so we are in the middle of the season. By the summer, the quality of Frankie de Jong, he will get a lot of suitors.
Say, Obia, by now, consider.
No, by the end of the season, Frankie de Jong will get suitors, and there's no problem. Even players are by Malang Samunina can get suitors. Suitors are not a problem for player of the quality of our brand friend Frankie de Jong.
No, but Chelsea, no.
I'm Malang Samunya. Suitors.
Who's a grown man?
You want Bakayoko? Yeah. If I say, Timur Bakayoko, Munya, suitors come, baby. It's definitely suitors will come. It's rich. Madrid Air this weekend against Osasuna. No, Yami Admochna. Barca have a huge one. Over the I think it's on Monday against Real Vallecano. And I think that Barca will get a job done also. Until by then, we are very, very certain say team your friend Real Madrid would have opened it up. It's a good time for team and friend Real Madrid. And like Carlo Ancelotti said, a branch your friend Antonio Rudiger and Alaba will be back for the return leg. You expect to say there's going to be some resting of players. Modric should be back in the team. Camavinga, Brahim Diaz should come and play some. Rodrigo Mbappe, and Vinicius while the rest. Abrantia friend Jude Bellingham because they're very important.